morning, everyone. Welcome to Bar Z. My name's Stan, and welcome to episode number 16. We ended up working all weekend. A couple trucks came in late Friday, early Saturday, so we were able to get some work done. You see I've got a substantial amount of polypropylene up on the washer. I'm going to turn the camera around and kind of show you around there. We did some conveyor shrouds and stuff inside. And I'll go through some of that. So we got some shrouds up and some of the division walls and things like that inside the washer too. So we're going to show you around some of that and see how the guys are doing. And we're going to continue to hang plastic. Until there ain't no more plastic to hang, then we're going to jump on this big oven right over here. Alright, so let's flip the camera around and have a look. And they're on the last section of the wall. They're just, what you have to do with these, there's a channel down at the bottom, a little stainless steel rail right here, snaps over the tank. The polyethylene tucks in behind the tank washer, and then there's another channel facing down, and you literally have to take each panel and bow it. Let's see how easy this one goes. We got a lot of practice. The guy on the inside is going to push the panel out, and they're going to bow the polypropylene. He's going to slip a putty knife in the top channel and snap it in. You might need my help. We've been three-manning these things. That's a big panel too. It's tough to bend. No pressure. You want my help?
Yeah, I need a tap.
Oh.
I need a tap right here.
Yeah, I see what you're doing. Well, let me turn the camera off and come help you. Damn it. All right, I gave him the tap he wanted. And, yeah, he lined up and snapped in that top channel up there. So the two channels are facing each other, which means essentially the panel is too long, so you have to bow it to get it in. After you get it in, you got a bolt pattern right up the middle. And from inside, these collect moisture in between the two, and it runs down here. And there's a little, we call them footballs, there's a little piece you put in there so the water gets in, that tucks into the tank, that creates a counterflash. We got footballs at every joint. And then over the whole thing, we call these outer channels. And these holes in the outer channel line up with the holes on the inner channel. And we just put those screws in. There's a rubber gasket, kind of channel-shaped gasket that goes in behind it. And everything clamps up. So it sucks the inner channel to the outer channel. And that goes right over the football. The little football's right behind here. And that creates a seal. So you can go together dry. Really no sealant or anything. They just don't leak, which is amazing to me. I don't think I've ever had one of these leak as long as you put them together right. But they got this whole side sheeted. They're just ready for the rubber strips and the outer channels to go on it. And we still got the whole other side to do, which they picked the easy side first. The other side over there has got pipes and pumps and control panels and all kinds of stuff in our way. But that's up next. Okay, well, it's Tuesday, and this has been a pretty good week. You know, we got our trucks over the weekend, and there was a bunch of stuff we were able to do. I'm going to walk you around and show you some of the other stuff You saw we were just getting started on the washer. We brought that up till we ran out of parts. That's pretty typical around here. Run till you run out of parts and go work on something else. So we started working on the oven too, on the big cure oven. But I'll take you around and show you that. I'll show you our progress on the washer here today. And we're probably going to be up to a point where we're done with the oven for a while, and we're going to move on to a clean room, which is something new you guys haven't seen yet. The GEMA system that's behind me, those floors are all painted, and I can't even get over there and work on that. But there's a clean room that goes all the way around that entire system. Walls only, goes all the way up to the lid of the building. So let's go look at our progress as of today. We've been working pretty much non-stop. Haven't even had any time to shoot any video. Let's go check it out. Okay, so we got all the walls on the washer. They're all plastic polypropylene walls, and we got all the channels up with the rubber gaskets on them. So they're all done. Those are stainless steel washer headed screws there, and then a gasket that goes all the way up. It's like a channel gasket. So those are all finished on this big monstrosity. And the guys have been working on the oven today. We haven't touched the washer today. So we've emptied a few skids. Those skids are all but empty. That plastic you see there is for the actual lid. I'm missing some hardware for the lid, so I can't put the roof on the thing yet. But that's about a day's work, getting that whole roof put in. We got all the bulkheads in. Everywhere you see a bulkhead is a spray zone. So that first big tank, you can see the two baffles above there. That's a spray zone. There'll be all the spray bars and stuff in there. And then the second and the third, you see them on the way down. And so we killed that skid there, those two skids there, that empty one there, and then everything there, that whole stack of skids there. So that's all destined for the trash. So we chewed through some parts. We're working on insulation today, which was always fun. It's pretty dark in there. I don't think you'll be able to see. If I walk in there, it's gonna mess with the camera. But we're finishing up the return ducting up there. And then, as you remember in the other one, we put the B deck floor in and put the supply duct down on top of that. And at that point, no more scissor lifts inside the oven. So this is our last chance to do our high reach work. And out here, we got our air handlers landed. Those came in Saturday. We met the driver Saturday, offloaded those. Those were shipped flat. We stood them up and rolled them in here. And 40 horse motors sitting down on the floor right next to it there. So that's one. And there's the other one. So that one went into place as well. And only then can we attach our duct inside. So we've been pretty busy for a couple days work. This is quite a bit. We worked all weekend too. Like I said, floor guys are progressing. There's a no-fly zone. They got that all taped off. Good morning, everybody. And it is Thursday. And we did a bunch of house cleaning yesterday. We had what I like to call a fire sale. That's where I have surplus material, and the contractors around here are like vultures, and they'll take anything that isn't nailed down. My surplus B deck, we got rid of it. All I had to do is open my mouth once, and they were all over it. Some guy's building a patio for his smokers and his barbecues, so he needed a lid for that. So that the rest of that B deck was just instantly gone. But let's go show you the oven. What we did on Wednesday. I didn't shoot any video yesterday, so Today, like I said, is Thursday. Let's go have a look at what the boys are up to. Okay, we got all the supply ducting delivered in the oven. All the B deck is down on the floor. That's the B deck we had in surplus. And they're in there connecting this, putting all this plenum together and connecting them to the heaters. The return ducting is done. You saw that the other day. But this oven is going to be to a substantial internal completion here by the end of today. And after that, we're probably going to jump on a clean room. So that's next. The floor guys are done and out of here finally, which is nice. It's always bad when you got a floor you can't walk on. But the spray booth is going to get polished today. All the dirt, I don't even see the dirt on the walls. But it's dusty and dirty, and you can't wax over that. So this whole internal of the spray booth gets a coat of wax. And that's what's over there on that bag right there. It's called Starbright. It's what they wax plastic boats with. So this whole thing's going to get a wool pad and cleaned and polished, slick. So and light lenses too. If you look closely, the light, everything's smooth and continuous. This is Lexan, and it's been molded and plastic welded into the right into the boot. So everything's smooth and continuous all the way across. So everything gets polished. Sure looks nice with the floors painted, but now the pressure's on me. I still have cutting, welding, grinding, and different things to do over this. So I got to lay welding blankets down, and you know I can't burn the floor. Try not to scratch it, yada yada yada. But starting right about here, there's a wall going in. Goes floor to ceiling, and it runs all the way out to that corner right there. Those wire baskets are in my fire sale too. Those got to go. So we're going to make those disappear too. Those shouldn't be too hard to get rid of. Those make nice shelving. But basically where the floor is painted is about where my clean room goes. So that's coming up tomorrow. We got to start we were doing, it was funny, the day the floor guy showed up, we spent about 2 hours, chalk lines, you had everything squared. I was getting ready to start laying floor channel down, and you know, literally 2 hours worth of layout with a laser and a string line and chalk lines and getting everything laid out. And along come the floor guys and break out the grinders and grind all my marks off the floor. So I've literally lost everything here. I had some marks right here where the corner hit. And getting a big structure like this square is pretty important. It's also pretty difficult to do. Getting something like this square, and you know we want it square within about 1/4 inch, and something large like this. So okay, so Friday morning, and we're already started. Just thought I'd show you a little bit of what we're doing. We're starting the clean room, which is that wall right there. And these are monsters. Thankfully, they don't weigh that much. They're just a foam core 3-inch wall panel. But in every other panel, they're going to put a steel beam. Literally, right now, there's a steel beam inside the wall, inside that channel right there up against the wall. And then they put one here, and then one tongue and groove joint, which you can barely see. But there's a tongue and groove joint right here. And if you look at it, she just keeps going. That's a 26-foot long panel all the way up to the lid. They may be light, but they're big and they're cumbersome. Thankfully, they won't buckle under their own weight. They're very strong. And it's like a walk-in refrigerator type. So we channel on the floor. Channel gets screwed in across the ceiling right there. You need a new pair of gloves? think I'm ready for a new pair. What do you think? So the channel gets screwed to the bottom of the purlins across the ceiling, and then the gaps in between, we get these little fill plates, and they all cut to fit, and like around that blue pipe, and you just cut to fit little panels to make a closure up to the insulation, and it's just got a very small lip to keep the sheet metal from bending. You just put it in with 2 or 4 screws, whatever, to make a closure. And then after that, spray foam, can of foam to make the closures. That's going to occur in a few places. They got a wainscoting here up to first purlin right there, and then from there we've got gaps. So that's an 8-inch gap right there. So those need to get closed off. Those will have sheet metal in them all the way up. So let's go look at the plans real quick. You can see what this thing's all about. Okay, so here's the elevation we're working on right now. We got to cut in windows later. These are just going to be Lexan windows. So this is the building wall right here. So panel, column, panel, man door gets cut in there. We get another column. Then we got to build this conveyor portal around the conveyor. And those all take foam panels all the way around, and those get flashed off with channels and capping. I've got different types of systems to put the thing together. We've got a full capping here. We've got a short capping there. And then we're also using an unequal length channel for our uppers and lowers. I don't have a sample of that here. But it gives you an idea what the conveyor opening looks like. And each one's got pre-cut panels that go in. Here's SP7, SP6, SP6, 3, 4, 5, and then that capping goes around and covers all that. After the panels drop in, then that basically hides the raw edge and caps the steel. But this whole conveyor portal gets welded together in place around the conveyor, and then we fill it up with the foam panels. So that's if we can get that conveyor portal done today, I'm going to be a happy guy. We'll see how things go. Okay, well, it is Friday night, and well, Friday afternoon. We're ready to get the heck out of here. We've been working on that mess right behind me, the clean room, for quite a while, and turns out we had to cut a lot of panels. A lot of these the styrofoam panels over here are cut to fit. They're steel skinned. We got a special skill saw blade for steel, kind of a fine tooth, and running that along. We do have to put in a conveyor portal in the clean room, and Ryan's over there right now welding the last little bit of that, and then we get to fill it up. Jeff and I have been cutting styrofoam panels, cutting the sheets, snapping them, doing whatever. It's like a walk-in refrigerator. It's very similar to that. Let me flip the camera around, and I'm going to show you the last little bit of this week. Okay, so all these panels come in pretty much full length. These are all full length panels, and the mat list and some of the materials lists and the instructions say we got to cut them down. So then we end up with a pile like this, and some of these little ones over here, and we've been putting our part numbers on them that match our drawing right on the tongue side. So after that tongue goes in the groove, that part number disappears. So these are the different cut panels that have to go in. That black iron over there that goes all the way to the lid, that's about 26 and change. Some are getting closer to 27, so they're like 2610, something like that. So our conveyor portal is right there, and it's pretty much even with the roof of the spray booth all the way through. And we've got another one down here. We got a welding blanket here. Remember, we got a laser curtain back there. We don't want sparks on that. So in here, this is the bottom of our portal. Matches the laser curtain and the deck in there, and just all the way through. So we've got better part of the day just working on this portal. We got a couple panels in this morning. Boom, boom, done by 10. And this slowed us down. and then we have to make panels to go in all these little individual sections all the way up. But that's it for my Friday. We're just doing the last cut, or last little bit of layout. Jeff, you have a good week?
Yeah, had a great week.
Oh, he says he had a great week. I've had a terrible week. Hey, Ryan.
Yeah,
You have a good week?
sure.
Okay. We got positive. We're 2 for 2. We're 2 for 3. I've had a shitty week. All right, you guys. Enjoy this with your Saturday morning coffee. We hope to see you next week. Tune in for more fun and games on the Powder Coat line.